Hello everyone. So let's get comfortable here and we have liftoff, right? So basically I'm a person of some authority who replaces a father, right? A father known as, well, known as what? Known as God, known as Allah, known as the creator, right? And I've been appointed for that position, and I'll explain why in a bit, right? Now I'm smoking me a cigarette, right? Because there's no more bullshit in my live videos. There's no more bullshit coming from me. There's no more bullshit coming toward me or anybody around me, right? Now then, if I tell you, right, if I contact you and say that you are nicknamed or your spiritual name is Warrior, right, I will not change the name of that person, right? And it's very important that I don't change the name of that person because they are known as the Warrior and they'll be needed in the future, okay? Right then. Everybody, right, joining my live videos and everybody watching, right, I need us all to look hard at what I'm promoting, right? Now then, what am I promoting, right? For starters, right, my mission is to cure cancer, right? The confession of secrets, right? It's as simple as that. They confess to somebody with empathy for what they're confessing, and the person with empathy explains in a positive way how the patient can understand that their secret wasn't as negative as they thought for the last God knows how long, how many years. And it's as simple as that. And basically, right, the cure will bring about a new law, right? Because not everybody's going to want to work for the police force or the army holding secrets that they hold, do you know what I mean? Dark secrets, things that they've done, things that they wish they never had done, etc., etc. And it would have to bring about a new law for the government, right? And which means, right, that war between religion, the war between science, the war between God and the government, the wars would be over. All the wars, all we have to do is cure cancer. And I've just told you the cure there and the prevention. If they don't hold secrets, they'll never get cancer. So, or unless they smoke, of course. Stupid me, but never mind, it's my own fault, you know what I mean? And I'm prepared to accept it. If I got cancer for smoking, then that's my own fault, you know what I mean? So there we go. Right. And that's my world vision, right? To cure cancer, to end the wars, to bring a better future for all of our children, right? For all of our children and for ourselves, of course. We've got to think about ourselves in all of this, you know what I'm saying? So you think a lot harder at what I'm promoting here, right? Now then, can you imagine, right, how much, right, that is worth, right, the cure for cancer? Now, I own the copyright for it, right, because I published a book, self-published a book with the cure for cancer in it. It's called The Key to Life by Andrew Blair. Search it on Google, you'll see it's no longer up for sale because I only published one copy, and I did that for copyright. So how much am I worth, right? I'm worth more than you can imagine, right? And that's because all of those, all of those, is it 17 million in a year people die of cancer, right? 17 million, right? So 17 million people in a year, right? If they were all donate £1 to me, right, I would worth 17 million pounds. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if you were to help me, right, and we were to cure a patient of cancer and they donated £1,000, you can keep it. I couldn't give a fuck. I don't want the money, right? Sorry for getting angry. Now then, we need clarity in physics, not confusion, right? So we need clarity in physics, right? So basically we need a scientist to back up spiritual science. Now, I know many good scientists who would do this, actually thinking about it there, just there for a moment, who would actually back my work. Which, now then, on this live video, I will be choosing 10 of the best, right? 10 of the best, 10 of the best, 10 of the best people with the highest IQ, right? Now then, Brad Trainer, right? You all know Brad is wonderful lad, right? He is number one, right? He's already been chosen. He is number one, right? So please treat Brad with utmost respect and don't piss the cunt off. That's a warning. That is a severe warning. Do not piss the cunt off, right? So, right then. This is for those who are interested, of course, because not everybody is interested in this part. The devil is not in the details, right? In any of the details on here, the devil is not in the details because of deception, right? I am Lord of the light, right? There is a dark Lord, and that dark Lord goes by the name of Mark Platt, right? And he is not in the details because of deception to me, toward me, right? So he deceived me, right? My brotherhood with him, right? And do you know what it is? He is the one that is going to cause war, right? And it's as simple as that, right? And I'll leave that there. Now then, for those free, hello and welcome to the live video. I'm glad you can join us. Be nice to talk to us, like, properly, but never mind. Right then, you need to know, John Hepburn, right? John Hepburn was a Freemason, right? But he chose negative over positive for a future, right? Meaning that he was meant to send a special message to the Freemasons. He was my mother's boyfriend at the a good few years ago, and he was meant to send a special message to the Freemasons as I produced the work of the creator. And basically, he chose not to be special with a special message. He chose to be gay, and he chose a negative future, right? Well, that is fair enough for him, and he decided that's a positive future for him. That is great, right? I'm not bothered, right? And I hope you're not neither, because he's the closest thing to a father I've got, right? So nobody's gonna diss John Hepburn, right? And if he can stand up in court and give out all the right reasons why it would be normal for him to become gay and why he can find truth in gay love, well, fair enough. If he can do it, go ahead. Ask him. Test him. I've tested him. And do you know what it is? I couldn't believe what he had to say. I'm not going to go there, though. Right then, so now then, you need to know Harley, right? Harley, short for Charlie, is the shepherd, right? Now then, what I'm going to do is I'm going to from the heart, right? Because it's kind of Masonic, isn't it? And to speak from the heart. And do you know what it is? I'm going to see what comes up when I type in on Google Andrew Blair from the heart, right? So I type it in on Google and I look for all the positive words and sentences that warms the heart, right? So, now then, you need to know about the news and the star, right? Now then, ladies and gentlemen, right, this is very important news, right? This is the greatest news that you're ever going to fucking hear, to be honest, right? You're not going to hear this in the media, right? You're going to hear this live from me, right? Because I speak truth. And basically, right, there's a new star in the sky, right? And it's called a nova star, right? And this nova star, bearing in mind I built a car called a Nova, and I built it with heart and soul, right? This nova star is in the sky for 7 weeks, right? Approximately 7 weeks, right? And do you want to know where the nova star is, right? It is directly above my head. Can you believe it? So the people coming to look for me, whether that's a negative reason or a positive reason, can know exactly where I am because it's the brightest star in the sky. So that is the news about the star, what I had to tell you about. And that is Andrew Blair from the heart. So keep going, Andrew. Right then. I've got a message for a Liam. A Liam. You'll remain in my heart. Our bond shall not part. Together eternally. Now then, my nickname, for all of you who do not know, is Bear, right? If you look up Bear, Bible, scriptures, maybe you'll find something about Bear that was a secret unknown till now that links with Bear, the Lord, the Creator. Right then, the Greeks believed their Arcanian temple. If a man entered it with a crime, lying a secret at his heart, he betrayed himself. Yes, that's right, he would betray himself because he would take time off his life holding the secret at his heart. And the Greeks believed that in the past. Well, there we go. And I've just set 6 cities target. See, I don't just study you, I know your personality and feel it in my heart. And I'm inspired by a happiness that came over my life out of nowhere, right? And if you would like to know about that happiness, look up on Facebook, The Key to Life by Andrew Blair, right? And you'll be able to read my book for free, which gives you a link to issuu.com, where The Key to Life Blair can be found. You can read it for free, ebook. Now then, you would like to know about George, right? George is a spirit that comes to me in times like this, and George basically was dying of cancer. Now, and at the very same time of him dying of cancer, which was about roughly 3.5 years ago, 4 years ago, I was given the cure for cancer by God or by the Creator, right? And basically, the cure for cancer came to me, and I was told I would be given the name George. The name George would become apparent in my life The next day, I met up with my grandma. My grandma said, "Have you heard about George? He's got cancer." I said, "Who's George?" She says, "It's a family member. It's it's a distant relative." It was actually my cousin's grandfather. So I inboxed my cousin straight away and I said, "Look, I need to see George. I'm not going to mention her name, right? But I said I need to see George because I've got something to tell him." Now, what I had to tell him was the knowledge he needed to cure himself of cancer. But you know what happened? My cousin said, "Get back to hospital. You're crazy." And she blocked us and she's never spoken to us ever since. And guess what? George died because I didn't know where George lived and I couldn't get him in time. What a shame. George wanted us all to know that. And I'm glad his blood isn't on my hands, of course. For our family, this situation has been very emotional and very heart-wrenching, and that'll be to our entire family when they realise the truth. Don't put me down on canvas, right? Paint me in your heart. Paint what you would picture God like, right? Get to know us and paint us like you do in your heart. This is going to be a superhuman clash. Superhuman clash. So now then, I'm covering Mark Platt no more on any videos, on any statuses. Like I said, no